Hello everyone, welcome to Nitya Cloudtech. This is the part 6 of Azure Databricks series. In this video, we are going to discuss about Notebook. What is Notebook in Databricks? So Notebook is a web-based interface to documents containing a series of runnable cells that can operate on files and tables, visualization and narrative text. So basically, Notebook can work on any files, tables, and visualization and narrative text. Commands can be run in sequence, referring to the output of one or more previously run commands. So I will show you practically. Basically, it can refer the previous cell command as well. Okay, so let me move into the Databricks website. So now let me create notebook. So if I show you, I have these three folders: DWH, staging, and transformation. So let me create notebook on DWH folder. So as soon as I click on notebook, I get three options: name of notebook, choice of language, and the cluster. So let me put one by one details. So name, basically I can give demo notebook, and language by default it is Python, and I have option to use SQL, Scala or R. So as per the requirement we can choose. For now I'm choosing Python. And cluster which I have already showed you in my previous video, so you can watch that. But in terms of notebook, I need to attach a cluster. Without cluster, I cannot run this notebook. Okay, I can create this, but it cannot be run. I will show you. So let's create. Okay, after creating the notebook, you will get this type of UI where you will get this cell, and you can click here on plus sign and create multiple cells. Now let me try to run this. So if I click on first cell and let's say print A, so I have option to run. Either I can run from here. Let me run this. So as soon as I click on run, it is asking me to attach the cluster. So I can attach and run. As I mentioned, I need to create cluster. So let me create cluster first. So I will go here on compute, and I can click on create cluster, and I can give any cluster name, let's say demo. And this is the Scala version, and by default it gives free 15 GB memory. And let's make it auto and create cluster. So after creating cluster, I can attach this cluster to my notebook, and then my notebook can execute. Okay, now let's move into the notebook which we have created. So we have created demo NB demo notebook in the DWH folder. So you can see here in the staging there is no notebook. Similarly, in the transformation folder there is no notebook. If you want to move this notebook, or let's say if you want to rename, so you can do all these options. Let's say you want to rename, let's say demo notebook to only demo, so you can rename. So all these operations you can do. Let me open now this demo notebook, and I can attach this demo notebook to cluster. I think it's running, it's still running. Okay, meanwhile I can also rename or clone my notebook or move my notebook from here as well. I can rename from here also. So this is the demo. Let's say I want to rename it to demo 123. So I can do it. I can even change the default language from here. It is default here is Python. I can change SQL, Scala or R, anything. Okay. This is the cluster option. So right now there's no attached cluster. So that's why it is showing detached. If I click on drop down. So this demo is created. Now I can attach this one. Now it is attached. Now I can run this command. So let me run this cell. Okay, run cell. So I need to basically mention this in the inverted comma. It can be runnable now. See, print A. Or I can mention first Databricks program. I can run now. See. Similarly, I can run another command in the next cell. Let's say a equals to 4 plus 5, 5 plus 5. Now print A. I need output of A. Now I can run. Okay. Similarly, I can use another one. Let's say A equals to 4 multiply 5, then print A. Okay. So it's running now. So if I need to run all this cell together, so what I will do? I will click here and sorry, I will click here, run all cells, so that all cell will be run. I will click here, run all cells in this notebook, and you can see all cell ran together. Okay. Now, if I, need to clone this notebook into the another folder, so I can click here on clone. Let's say I have this notebook on DWS folder and I want to clone into the staging folder. So I can click here on staging and clone. So it will be cloned in the staging folder. Let me show you. Workspace. See, in the staging folder, you can see this. Similarly, I can move into the other transformation folder. Okay. Or what all I can do, I can clone, I can rename the notebook, I can move. Let's say I want to move into the transformation folder, so I can click here and move here in the transformation folder. Now let me show you. So it is not available in the staging folder, it is available in the transformation folder since we have moved from staging to transformation. Okay, so all these things you can do here. Now let's say if you want to run SQL code here in the notebook, so what you need to do, you can use percent sign here and type SQL, and let's say you can say create database demo. If I run this, so I need to attach again. Let's attach. It's running. See, okay, it's created. If I show you, I will go into the data and see demo data has been created. So similarly, if in the Python notebook I need to run command for any other language, so I need to mention percent SQL for percent SQL, and let's say if I need to run R code, so I can mention here percent R and I can run R command. And if I need to run Scala command, I can mention Scala here and I can run Scala command here. Okay. And I can basically export this in the different IPython notebook HTML, and I can publish this and I can copy current cell. So current cell is basically whatever is selecting, and paste it into the different cell, move a cell up. Like let's say I want to move this second cell to first, so I can move this one. So these all options I can do. If I need to find and replace, I can use this find and replace option, and I can do that as well. And here also there are different formatting options like hide line numbers, hide command number. So all these things I can do here. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Thank you everyone.